Gentlemen, it's time we clear the air. Struggling with weak erections isn't just a part of getting older. In most cases, it actually starts with what lands on your plate within the first 10 minutes of your day. I've witnessed this over and over in my clinic. A hidden breakfast habit quietly blocking blood flow right where you need it most. And almost every man over 60 is unknowingly falling into this same pattern every single morning. Here's what catches most of my patients off guard. Your breakfast either promotes healthy circulation to your lower body or slowly cuts it off. That daily decision builds up over time. But even more eye-opening, most men completely miss one incredibly effective food that can flip the script. It's likely already in your kitchen, ignored and underappreciated. I'm Dr. Katherine Rocker, a men's health doctor. For more than 2 decades, I've guided thousands of older men through breaking free of this trap. Today, I'll walk you through how to make breakfast your new secret weapon. The pharmaceutical industry would rather you believe the solution comes in a prescription bottle, but your body is built to repair itself, if you supply it with the right tools. And those tools aren't medications. They're 4 simple foods you can start eating tomorrow morning. In just moments, you'll learn exactly what these foods are. They're everyday items, affordable, but when used correctly, they become life-changing. I'm talking about boosted circulation, stronger pelvic muscles, and a renewed sense of confidence. No dangerous side effects, just your body doing what it's meant to. Now let's talk about food number 3. My patients often feel its benefits quicker than anything else on the list. Some notice a difference in less than a week. Don't go anywhere, because I'll explain why it's so effective near the end. If you're ready to restore your energy and performance where it truly matters, hit subscribe and tap the bell. Each week, we break down science-backed tips to help you stay strong in your later years. And men, drop a 1 in the comments if this is hitting home. If it's not, write 0. I read them all. Now, let's dive in. Just 2 tablespoons of black beans each morning can enhance blood flow where it counts. That tiny amount packs a potent mix of L-arginine, magnesium, and anthocyanins, compounds your body needs to dilate vessels and push blood through the pelvic area. If you're facing tight legs, weak flow, or moments when things don't cooperate like they used to, it might stem from what's missing at breakfast. Many men your age either skip it entirely or reach for something quick and empty, maybe a slice of toast or just coffee. That might seem easy, but it does nothing to boost nitric oxide, the molecule your body needs to widen vessels and strengthen your pelvic floor. By your 60s, nitric oxide levels are already lower. That means the soft tissue in your groin isn't getting enough oxygen-rich blood. This causes lower energy, softer erections, and more blood flow problems than you'd care to admit. Black beans work to naturally turn that around. And I get it. You might be skeptical. Aren't beans just gas-producing carbs? That's a common myth, but when prepared correctly, such as soaking them overnight or using a pressure cooker, black beans become both stomach-friendly and incredibly beneficial for your health. Nutritionally speaking, black beans provide more essential amino acids than many so-called protein bars sold in stores. And they come with a built-in advantage: a high fiber content that stabilizes blood sugar and promotes smooth digestion. No spikes, no crashes. Dr. D. Fonca Hernandez, a top vascular science expert, recently released research showing that just a few spoonfuls of black beans can raise nitric oxide levels to rival those of low-dose prescription vasodilators. That's right. Something as simple as a properly prepared bean can support your body in ways drug companies charge hundreds for. Here's how black beans actually function in your system to revive blood flow where it's needed most. They're loaded with L-arginine, a vital amino acid that sets off a chain reaction in your body. Once absorbed, L-arginine activates an enzyme called ENOS, or endothelial nitric oxide synthase. This enzyme tells your blood vessels to open up, making it easier for oxygen-rich blood to reach your groin, legs, and every other area affected by poor circulation in older age. And there's more. Black beans are a natural source of anthocyanins, plant compounds that help reduce inflammation by regulating nitric oxide production. Excessive inflammation blocks flow. Anthocyanins help bring balance back, so the nitric oxide you're producing actually gets delivered where it's needed. Then you've got the soluble fiber, which helps sweep out LDL cholesterol. the type that narrows arteries and chokes off circulation. Cleaner blood vessels mean less pressure and stronger flow, especially when you're active or during intimate moments that demand firmness and stamina. Black beans also offer protective compounds like ferulic acid and caffeic acid, which guard your vessels from oxidative stress. This kind of cellular protection helps preserve the nitric oxide your body is working hard to make, so instead of quickly degrading, it keeps working longer. Within the first few weeks, many men begin noticing warmer hands and feet, fewer leg cramps at night, and firmer, more consistent arousals in the morning. That's your circulation waking back up, not just in your limbs, but in the pelvic floor where strong blood flow matters most for male vitality. Don't just take my word for it. One of my patients, a 68-year-old retired teacher, began adding a spoonful of black beans to his oatmeal 3 times a week. After just a month, he said he could finally walk a full round of golf again without that dragging leg fatigue. But what thrilled him most? He told me his mornings started feeling normal again. No meds, no pressure, just steady progress. Now, a quick tip for eating black beans wisely. Begin with a small amount, about 1/4 cup, especially if your body isn't used to fiber-rich legumes. Rinse them thoroughly before cooking to remove oligosaccharides, the compounds that may cause gas. If you have gout, keep portions in check. Black beans contain purines, which can aggravate symptoms in sensitive individuals. And if you're taking anticoagulants, monitor your vitamin K levels. While black beans don't have excessive amounts, it's still important to be aware as part of your regular care. The real breakthrough here is how something as humble as a spoonful of beans can help you feel strength returning in your thighs again. That kind of power doesn't come from a pill. It comes from real whole food grown in the earth, something your body recognizes and responds to naturally. Now let's introduce the second food. It's a smooth, nutrient-rich choice that not only enhances flexibility in your blood vessels, but also helps your testosterone function more effectively. The second breakfast powerhouse for improving lower body circulation is a warm bowl of steel-cut oats topped with toasted almond flakes and soaked chia seeds. This goes far beyond simple comfort food. It's precision nutrition, designed for your arteries. I like to call it the second part of the circulation quartet. And it's powerful because it delivers 3 essential benefits your body craves first thing in the morning: stable energy, muscle maintenance, and artery repair. Many men I consult with admit they skip breakfast entirely, relying only on black coffee. While that might seem efficient, your body interprets it quite differently. Cortisol spikes, muscles tense, vessels tighten, and by mid-morning, you hit a wall. That second or third cup of coffee? It isn't improving your stamina, it's just masking a deeper issue: unstable blood sugar and poor nutrient timing. Some men opt for a quick pastry or a sugary cereal, which triggers a wild blood sugar ride and leaves them drained before noon. You deserve more than that. Instead of reaching for sugar or skipping meals, take 5 minutes to prepare a bowl of steel-cut oats topped with toasted almonds and a spoonful of chia seeds soaked overnight. This tiny change can dramatically improve how your body performs before lunch even hits. You're fueling up with complex carbs that release energy steadily, not the spike and crash roller coaster. Chia seeds add fiber, plant-based protein and hydration, slowing digestion and extending energy levels. The almonds provide healthy fats and magnesium, both vital for keeping muscles strong and blood vessels functioning properly. But the real magic is in the oats. They're rich in a special fiber called beta-glucan, which binds to LDL cholesterol and helps flush it out of your system. Clinical research shows just 1 daily bowl of oats can slash LDL levels by up to 10% in a month. With lower cholesterol, arteries become less restricted, and that translates to improved and consistent blood flow to the areas that depend on it most. Oats also feature rare plant compounds known as avenanthramides. These powerful antioxidants activate the same enos enzyme we mentioned earlier, the one that boosts nitric oxide production and relaxes your blood vessels. They also downregulate a biological trigger called NF-κB, which promotes inflammation in your vascular system. When this pathway is calmed, vessels stay more pliable and reactive. In one clinical study, Men who added oats to their diet experienced a 1% improvement in flow-mediated dilation, a key measurement of artery function. That might sound minor, but in vascular medicine, even a 1% gain is meaningful for how well your blood vessels handle physical stress. Now, let's take a closer look at what happens when you include chia seeds in that oatmeal bowl. These little black seeds are active supporters of cardiovascular health. Soaking them overnight turns them into a mineral-rich gel that hydrates your gut and gives you a slow, sustained energy stream throughout the morning. But what truly sets chia apart for circulation is what's inside that gel. Each seed is loaded with ALA, short for alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-derived omega-3 fatty acid. In people with metabolic syndrome, ALA has been shown to lower arterial stiffness and reduce blood pressure naturally. And this isn't a small effect. It's clinically measurable. Chia seeds aren't just about keeping you full. It gently promotes the release of excess fluid through your kidneys, a natural diuretic effect, which reduces the pressure your heart must overcome to circulate blood through your vessels. That results in less cardiovascular strain and more efficient delivery of oxygen-rich blood to your extremities and pelvic region. One of my patients, a 64-year-old accountant diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, made a simple shift from sugary boxed cereals to this steel-cut oatmeal, almond, and chia seed combo. Just 8 weeks later, his lab results spoke volumes. His count of endothelial progenitor cells, your body's frontline repair crew for damaged blood vessels, had doubled. Plus, his insulin resistance decreased by 12%. But what left the deepest impression wasn't on the chart. In his words, and I quote, "My bedroom confidence came back even before my blood work improved." That kind of feedback stays with you. Now, here are a few smart prep tips. Always soak chia seeds overnight in water or unsweetened almond milk. Dry chia seeds expand quickly, and if consumed without pre-soaking, they can swell in the esophagus and lead to discomfort. Oats are usually easy to digest, but if you're dealing with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, be sure to choose oats that are certified gluten-free. Even though oats are naturally gluten-free, a protein called avenin can still cause symptoms in sensitive individuals. As for almond flakes, they're rich in magnesium and beneficial polyphenols, but they are calorie-dense. So if you're watching your weight, stick to no more than 2 tablespoons. What you're creating with this breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a form of vascular restoration through food. The soluble fiber in the oats helps sweep LDL cholesterol from your arteries. The polyphenols in both oats and almonds work to repair and protect the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. And chia seeds bring powerful anti-inflammatory hydration that supports consistent blood flow, especially in those regions where circulation plays a major role in your quality of life. This isn't just another breakfast. It's like a daily software upgrade for your body in edible form. Before we dive into the third food, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite blood flow boosting oatmeal topping? Do you enjoy cinnamon, antioxidant-rich berries, cacao nibs, or maybe something different? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Your experience could help others build smarter, healthier habits too. Now coming up, green tea. One of my longtime patients, Archie, age 72, still solves crossword puzzles in pen. Quick thinker. But he came to me quietly struggling with something he hadn't shared with anyone else. His stamina and energy, especially in intimate moments, were fading. He wasn't interested in medications. He just wanted to feel like himself again. We didn't begin with a prescription. We began with his daily routine. Archie had been drinking soda every afternoon as a pick-me-up, he told me. I simply asked him to replace it with one basic drink: hot, ceremonial-grade sencha green tea. That was it. Just 3 weeks later, he strolled into my office with a grin. "Doc," he said, "my kettle costs less than Viagra." Now, you might assume green tea is just fancy water with a bit of caffeine. That's a misconception. Green tea, especially high-grade sencha, contains something no soda ever could: a powerful compound called EGCG. This kakin sparks a key biochemical reaction inside your blood vessels that elevates nitric oxide, an essential molecule your body uses to relax arteries and improve healthy circulation. especially below the belt. EGCG activates the PI3K AKT pathway, a natural chain reaction that reboots your body's own endothelial nitric oxide production. That results in better blood flow to the lower body with less pressure, less resistance, and greater consistency. And it works quickly. One clinical trial revealed that just a single cup of green tea boosted flow-mediated dilation, your artery's ability to widen, by up to 30% within 2 hours. That's significantly more effective than black tea or energy drinks. Green tea preserves more galates, the bioactives that fight oxidative damage and help prevent nitric oxide from degrading. So if you're already starting your day with oats and black beans for breakfast, great. But throwing in a cup of green tea in the morning, or replacing your sugary drink in the afternoon, could be the move that restores blood flow to the areas that matter most. And if you're wondering, Archie still sips his suncha every day. Not because he's forced to, because it truly works. In clinical trials involving men with coronary artery disease and severe vascular challenges, a daily dose of 300 milligrams of EGCG led to improved pelvic blood flow. That's a measurable shift in the arteries responsible for function during intimate moments. Archie didn't just notice a difference, he had the evidence. After 6 weeks of consistent green tea consumption, his follow-up duplex ultrasound revealed an 18% increase in cavernosal peak systolic velocity. That's the actual speed at which blood enters the penile arteries. To put it in perspective, even a 10% bump can enhance confidence and readiness. Archie achieved nearly double that, without pills, side effects, or uncertainty. Just a teapot and a routine. Now, if you're thinking about making green tea part of your daily habits, and you should, here's how to do it properly. First, don't overboil it to death. Use loose-leaf shaw, around 2 grams per cup, and steep in 80°C water, not boiling. Let it sit for just 3 minutes. Any longer or hotter, and you'll destroy the very cockins your arteries are longing for. For optimal effect, drink your first cup in the morning. This primes your nitric oxide for the day ahead. Then, if you expect intimacy, have a second cup about an hour before. This triggers a short-term vasodilation response, meaning your vessels expand more easily when it counts. Want to get more out of every cup? Add a squirt of lemon. The vitamin C triples cockin absorption in the gut, leading to more nitric oxide, better blood flow, and stronger results, without adding sugar or calories. Green tea is potent, but don't overdo it. Limit yourself to under 5 cups daily. Excessive EGCG, especially from concentrated extracts, can strain your liver, especially if you're taking cholesterol drugs like statins. And if you're using medications like sildenafil, space your green tea at least 2 hours apart. Green tea's catechins can influence liver enzymes that determine how medications are broken down. A small adjustment in timing ensures your system stays in balance. Some men express concern that green tea might reduce testosterone, but that only occurs at extremely high doses, far beyond what you'd drink in a day. And even then, the effect is mild and short-lived. For the average man, the circulation benefits greatly outweigh any minimal hormonal changes. Each cup of green tea rewrites your body's vascular story, easing blood flow, improving arterial flexibility, calming your heart, and for many, providing a quiet confidence where it's needed most. Coming up, I'll reveal one everyday kitchen item that, when paired with breakfast, amplifies green tea's impact and helps sustain healthy testosterone, energy, and endurance throughout the day. Just picture this. A single handful of blueberries, fitting right in your palm, can widen your arteries before your fitness tracker even logs your first 500 steps. These deep-colored berries contain powerful compounds that get to work quickly. In as little as 2 hours, they begin enhancing blood vessel performance, allowing arteries to open and deliver oxygen-rich blood more easily across your system, including to areas that support stamina and intimacy. For men over 60, this form of natural circulation support can be a game-changer. Of course, you've probably heard the argument, fruit has sugar, so it must disrupt blood sugar. On the surface, that sounds plausible, until the data says otherwise. 1 full cup of blueberries contains just 10 grams of naturally occurring sugar. That's actually less than what you'd find in a single slice of bread. Even better, blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, plant-based compounds that help stabilize blood sugar and encourage vasodilation. So instead of spiking insulin, they actually assist your cardiovascular system. And timing is everything. Right after waking, your body enters a sensitive window. Your nitric oxide, the compound responsible for expanding blood vessels, is at a low point. At the same time, oxidative stress is elevated, putting extra pressure on your arteries. This is exactly why blueberries deserve a spot at your morning meal. Their anthocyanins jumpstart nitric oxide production and reduce oxidative stress. That means your arteries become more elastic and ready to pump blood efficiently, especially to the areas that often decline first with age. According to clinical data, consuming 240 grams of blueberries, roughly a full cup, can enhance something known as flow-mediated dilation, or FMD, by up to 2%. While that figure might sound modest, the reality is this. A 1.5 to 2% increase in FMD means your blood vessels expand more effectively, circulation improves, and oxygen is better delivered to the regions tied to energy, confidence, and intimacy. And this isn't a one-off result. When you make blueberries a daily habit, those circulation benefits become lasting. That's due to the natural metabolites your body produces from blueberry compounds, things like protocatechuic and vanillic acids. These metabolites influence gene expression related to vascular tone, inflammation response, and how cells interact with artery walls. Each of these factors plays a vital role in keeping blood flowing freely. Even more, regular blueberry consumption has been shown to reduce systolic blood pressure by 5 to 7 points, a significant improvement for anyone struggling with hypertension or sluggish blood flow. And yes, nitric oxide levels also rise, meaning your vessels stay more open and more capable of delivering the blood your body depends on.